Okay.
Thank you.
She's lovely. This is like being incognito. Why did I make up?
I'm patiently waiting for Con. It's now 30 seconds past 2:30, Con. Where are you? He's asleep. There he is. Hello, Con. Now, are we ready to go, Con?
Oh, I'm ready. Yeah.
You're ready?
Well, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why I believe.
That's it. So, Con, who's going to do the magic mute all? Who? Oh, John, there you are. You're looking well, John Leyland. Do you want to do the mute all, John Leyland?
Yeah, mute all.
No, 1, 2. You have to go 1, 2, 3. Mute all.
1, 2, 3. Mute all.
And then the silence. Can you hear that silence, everybody?
Oh, it's wonderful.
That's amazing. Con, over to you.
Well, you see, I shall have a little read through here and see what we're doing today. What's on the show this week? Well, I should be asking you how your month was, and I should be telling you about my month as well. Then we got the old video diaries from 2018, which I'm looking forward to. Then we shall have some fun and games and a little tribute to Sue Burman. We shall play I Believe. And then we see if there's any birthdays. Anybody got any birthdays out there, or anniversaries, anything at all we can celebrate today. And then a lovely video of Everybody Hurts, which I enjoy doing. And then a major piece of work, Ave Maria. And that is, I must say, Dec, you've done a fantastic job on that, on the video. It looks absolutely fantastic. I'm sure everybody will enjoy that. So there we are. That's, how was your month, by the way?
Well, my month has been absolutely fantastic, except for yesterday, but I won't go into that. Con knows all about yesterday, but I won't go into that. So if I'm a bit tired today, I didn't get to bed until God knows what time this morning. But if I'm a bit tired and a bit slow, please forgive me, but there we are. But I had a wonderful surprise. I've been doing some work for Hollywood. I don't talk much about it, but I enjoy doing it. It's a new series. It's very hard to explain it unless you actually look at it. It's sort of a game, sort of a series. It's sort of a storytelling. It's marvelous, and it's at what's called piratekings.io. Piratekings.io. If you want to write that down, piratekings.io, and I was complaining that I did fantastic work for it with voiceovers and that, as usual with the Hollywood stuff. And I was complaining nobody pays for anything nowadays. Since COVID, in our game, in the music game, in the entertainment industry, everybody expects everything for nothing. And that is the truth of the matter. And we're all complaining about it. So I was moaning like hell, saying, no, they're going to make a fortune out of this. And then I couldn't believe it, but look what arrived on my doorstep. A Fortnum and Mason's.
Wow.
Can you see what it is? A Fortnum and Mason's hamper. I just opened it up now. Wait, I open it up. Come on, baby. I've done this before, but there, that one, there we are. Can you see that? a Fortnum and Mason hamper, which if anybody knows, Fortnum and Mason is the most exclusive shop in the world. And this hamper arrived, which you can imagine what a wicker hamper. It was just unbelievable. So that was me, really. And Con, what about you?
Yeah, well, I got a bit of a scare last week because I got a message from the NHS saying I'd been in contact with somebody who had the virus, and I should go and get myself tested and all that. So anyway, I tested myself and I was fine. But they advise you to stay away from everybody for a few days in case.
No, Con, you got to test every day for a week for 7 days. I had exactly the same. In actual fact, I was doing another voiceover for that Hollywood thing, and the girl, she's at the top. I won't tell you who it is because you'll be shocked. She's the top voiceover person in the country, and rang up the next day, and she said, "Oh, must have been on the way home in the train. She got COVID, so I had the same thing, test and trace."
Yeah.
But they said 7 days because I've had 3 the booster as well. I've had 3 vaccinations.
Yeah.
So there we go. So you should be lateral testing every day, Con.
Yeah.
For 7 days.
I was looking forward to going to church this weekend, and
Don't.
I didn't know, and I've.
You'll burn in hell for that, Con.
I know. Father Connolly used to say that. You'll all go to hell.
You all go to hell. Father Divine. Do you remember Father Divine? Yeah, in Chicago.
Yeah. You what?
Yeah.
You go to confession. All the lads would go to confession to Father Divine, and you could hear him shouting across the church, "You did what?" Frighten the life out of you. Anyway.
So listen, Con, you sent me a lovely video, which was a great memory tell them about Athenry.
Yeah. Well, it was, as you know, Kay died a couple of years ago. And everybody come up for the funeral. And we all went back to Greg's house afterwards. And Greg has built himself a pub in his back garden, would you believe? And we all went in there. We were having a jolly old time. And you were there as well with Sandy. And we had a little bit of a sing-song. And this is one of the songs that we got around to singing.
Well, the person who had the video going on the camera forgot to film the start of it. So just look what I did.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard the young man calling. Nothing matters then when you're free. Against the famine and the crowd, I rebelled, they ran me down. Now you must raise our shine with dignity. Go lie the fields of Athenry, where once it was a small free bird's flight. I realize the irony. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Here we go. By a lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling as the prison ship sailed out across the bay. Now she fields of Athenry. Oh, lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of
Happy memories. That's what it's all about, isn't it? You know, making. I always tell people, always carry a camera. It was actually a photographer told me that years and years ago, back in the 60s. Always carry a camera, because you never know when you get a little snapshot or a video or something like that.
Do you know, Con, Sandy and I were just talking because my Victoria has been very lucky lately, and everybody will be jealous. She's got loads of tickets for Man United matches.
Oh, wow.
And of course, Sandy and I, you and I were great friends with Matt Busby and all the gang. And we used to, Matt used to drag us along to matches. We had no interest whatsoever, but it was marvelous. And what I said to Sandy was, isn't it crazy? In those days, we didn't take any pictures. You did, Con.
Yeah.
You used to take a lot of pictures. I hardly took a picture at all.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why it was, and John will be interested in this. I used to have not a Hasselblad, that was the expensive one. What was it? Not Rolleiflex. What was the Yashica Mat?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that, John? Yeah, Yashica Mat, which is a big square one the professionals use. There was a 1/112 film in it, the big film. And I used to carry that. So you only had 12 photographs on it. So I didn't take many photographs. It cost a fortune to have them developed as well. But what do we do now, Con? We've got the old review, haven't we, from showing everybody what we got up to in 2018. Should we get on with that?
Why not?
Of course we will. Here we go.
Now this is Pancake Day. Pancake Day? Look at that. The ace pancake maker. Oh, is she as good as me, I wonder?
I'm going to try.
You going to flip them? Oh, here we go. Flip. Hop. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Got it. Oh, brilliant.
No, I didn't. That's it.
That's brilliant.
Ow.
I should be flipping them perfectly in a minute.
Oh. I needed to cook it a bit
Lovely.
longer.
Is she as good as me, I wonder?
No. That's it.
Sugar. And?
And lemon.
Oh, where's the lemon?
I've just put it in.
Oh, have you?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Just a little mini one for my mate.
That's lovely.
I'll leave it like that. Thank you.
Oh, can I have a small fork, please?
Is that good?
£900 is what you've now got.
Nice.
In your estate, Ben, I'm afraid.
You alright?
So I am just going to have to take
Lovely,
that
thank
as a
you.
wild guess. Pass it to John. I think he's interested.
Now, are we ready? Ready? Ready?
On the ceiling again.
Ready? Hey! Up! Beautiful, beautiful.
I think mine's nearly ready to. How do I know when mine's ready to flip?
How are we doing?
It's nearly done.
How are we doing? You nearly done? Are you going to flip it?
Mommy, is that ready? Yeah.
Are you going to flip it?
I'll try.
Oh, perfect! That was perfect! Woo! An expert, eh? Here we go again. Oh, again. I bet you don't do it a second time.
Oh.
Nearly perfect. Now we need all of this
Make like
just to make pancakes.
sweet and savoury pancakes.
Can you
But
believe it?
have the savoury ones.
Maple syrup, honey,
Maple syrup.
we got sugar, lemon, what else we got? Oh, golden syrup, pack of golden syrup, and we've also got ordinary golden syrup as well. And we got Greek honey. That's Greek honey, which is lovely. And there's the golden syrup.
Cheese one.
Very good. What did you make?
About £350, Pauline and I.
Wow.
But somebody, may I note, to Rotary, gave us an old pound coin which isn't valid anymore. So hands up to the person that gave us the old pound coin.
Yeah, that's Pauline.
Oh, it's my cheesecake.
And Linda. And we got Philip and Ronnie. Jordan. And you got me. And that's my cheesecake. Now we're at the Rotary Club of Elland.
Oh, I've got that and that.
Valentine's Ball. We're having a great time.
And the last one is a yellow one. And the last one is another 7. 792.
Nobody's got that.
I'd like you all to give yourselves a big round of applause. Because tonight, the raffle, we've raised £940. The silly heads and tails is 90 quid. And I'm assuming Jackie can add up because it's £1,030. Thank you very, very much to all of you. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Alan for being the MC tonight. Brilliant as usual.
Now don't you take any notice, Oliver? Just because you've got manners and they ain't.
What do you mean I ain't got no manners? I'm a regular gent, I am. Permit me to assist you across the road.
Oh, I was going to Palace, actually.
Let me have the privilege to escort you in my own carriage. I'd do anything for you, dear. Anything for you, me. Everything to me. I know that I'd go anywhere for your smile. Anywhere for your smile. Everywhere I'd see.
Would you climb a hill?
Anything.
Wear a daffodil?
Anything.
Give me all your will?
Anything.
In a fight, my bill?
What, fisticuffs? I'd risk everything for one kiss. Everything, yes, I'd do anything.
Anything?
Anything for you. I'd do anything for you, dear. Anything for
Shared
you.
window is closed. That's fine. That's okay. There I am. So that was lovely. A few things. Anybody like pancakes? I love Pancake Tuesday. It's the biggest day of my life. I love flipping the pancakes. It's what do you do that, Con?
No.
No, you miss it. Anybody who does pancakes? Who does hands up? Anybody does pancakes? Caro, can you flip pancakes?
Yes, I can.
Oh, brilliant! How many can you do? About 6, yeah.
Oh, usually only do it the once on each
Ah.
side. Yeah, but I can.
Anybody else do pancakes? No?
Yeah.
No, nobody. Oh, Stephen does. Stephen does, yeah.
Dick, I've got a photograph in my collection
Of a pancake.
of, I don't know if anyone remembers of the Bill on TV. I've got a photograph of me with the lady that played June Ackland, Trudy Goodwin, and I'm actually tossing a pancake.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, that's lovely. Terrific. Well done, Stephen. Graham Cole is a very good friend of ours. He's a water rat, yeah. He I don't know what he played, but there we are. That's lovely, Stephen. That's lovely. Thanks. Now, what's next, Con? You tell us.
You're having this month's fun and games. And
That's right. Now listen, let's get a little bit serious this week. Because I feel very, very strongly about what's going on with poor Boris. Now, is there anybody looking in? Put your hands up. Anybody who thinks like me that the press and the media, the television and the radio should be ashamed of themselves the way they're attacking Boris, who has actually done a sensational job of taking us through this COVID virus pandemic. Does anybody share my views? Look at that. Joy, tell us what you think, Joy.
Personally, maybe it's done right or wrong, I don't know about these parties. But at the end of the day, there's a lot more else going on in the world what you can concentrate on, or you should.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I feel sorry for him. Who else could do it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, nah. I mean, Starmer, nah. He couldn't. I just can't think of anybody else that could do it, to be honest.
No. I totally agree, Joy. It's a great phrase right through history. Cometh the time, cometh the man. Mm-hmm. And it was astonishing, I think, that when this pandemic started, there he was. I mean, a strong man that people would listen to, a bit jolly. I like that little bit of jolliness. And I think he models himself on Churchill.
He come in and he had this to deal with. Nobody's gone through it before.
No.
So it was just like on the wing of a prayer, really just plodding along and see what comes up, you know what I mean? He's done a good job.
Yeah. So, hands up anybody who's got an opposite view. Nobody. John, you want to say something? I know you want to say something. No, you're zipping your mouth. Maureen, do you think that he was wrong to do all the parties? Not that he, I don't think he willingly did, because I don't know whether anybody saw one great interview with whoever, some pundit, and he said, oh, it was his private secretary. And he said, well, all I would do was go to him and say, he would say, what's on the calendar today? Oh, you've got to be so-and-so at the Admiralty at 1 o'clock, and at 1:30 there's a party in the garden. You've got to be there. And that's the way it worked. So he, at 1:30, then the private secretary say, sir, you're supposed to be in the garden. And what was he to do? That was on the calendar. He went down to the garden. And of course, that constituted a party, which is crazy. But Maureen, do you want to say something either in defense of the man or against the man? Maureen, go on. Have your tuppence worth.
He made a good start by what he did. But I feel sorry for all those people that have lost people.
Yes.
If he was mixing with what he shouldn't be. I don't know the story really. We'll not know, will we? fully what went on, but I'm a bit biased both ways at the minute.
Yeah. That's lovely, Maureen. But Con, what do you think?
No, just saying, if you think about it, there's an awful lot of people working in 10 Downing Street. And, you know, they're not all having a party all the time. They're just there, you know, working away. And I suppose at some time, I think one of the things was his birthday. You know, they come in, wished him a happy birthday, and everybody, oh, that's a party. It wasn't a party, it was just some of his co-workers coming in and congratulating him, saying happy birthday. And I think they brought him in a cake or something. But the poor man is being assaulted on all sides at the moment, and I don't think it's fair.
I always think the British people, I can say this because I'm Irish, the British people have always had something against anybody who is a success. And he has been a massive success in Britain as regards the COVID. I think with all his advisors, I mean, it's not just him. He's got dozens and dozens of advisors around, the medical people and all that. And he's done a wonderful job. But just like Churchill, who did a wonderful job in winning the war, if you think about it, a few months later, they chucked him out.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it with the British people? Somebody has success and all they want to do, the media and the press and all that, all they want to do is destroy him. But there we go. I think it's quite disgraceful. And
Get off your high horse.
Get off my high horse. What's next, Con?
Right. Well, we're going to have a little thought for Sue Burman. You know, I've been saying a few prayers for her the last few days, and I think we should play something nice in memory of Sue. Has anybody got any memories of Sue they'd like to share? Lynn has. Go on, Lynn.
I remember we went to a bachelor show together in 2010. It was in October at Whitstable, and we walked into the ballroom where you were appearing, and they had Christmas decorations everywhere. Santa had his grotto, and we couldn't believe it. It was in the middle of October, and I remember Sue texting her son and saying, we're in the middle of a Christmas party. And he said, don't talk such rubbish, it can't be. And she said, it is, you know, you ought to come here and see it for yourself.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you did your Christmas act that night, I can't remember, but I know we sat in the middle of this enormous Christmas party. It was October and the sun was shining and the weather was warm.
Yeah. But I do know that her favourite song was this one, which is possibly everybody's favourite.
Someone will come to show the way. I believe, I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer will still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why I believe. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry,
Let's see the applause. Let's see the. Look at that applause.
Fantastic.
Look at that applause. Look at that applause. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you very much. And who heard me shouting for Sandy during, I believe?
We all did.
We all did, yeah. I just realized I didn't mute myself. I said, Sandy! You say, what? But you well now. So the birthdays this week. Lynn, tell us about the birthdays this week.
Well, there's no birthdays among us here present today, not as far as I know, but Avril Haddon will be celebrating her birthday on the 21st, and she always watches the playback.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
So, for Avril,
Yeah.
will you be a proxy Avril, Lynn, please? A proxy Avril. And you say, and we'll sing, happy birthday to you, Avril. Happy birthday to you, Avril. Happy birthday, dear Avril.
Happy birthday to you, and many more.
So, Lynn, now you know the deal. We go 1, 2, 3, and you blow. Yeah? Okay, here we go. Now, this is going to be the perfect one.
1, 2, 3.
Ha! Ha!
Wow, look at that.
That was fantastic, Lynn. You did a fantastic job of blowing there. That was terrific, absolutely amazing. But so happy birthday to Avril. That's terrific. And I've just realized that I've been recording this whole thing in gallery view, but I'll fix that. I'll fix that. That's no problem. Let me get back to speaker view. There we are. That's better. Now, don't I look lovely in speaker view? Oh, the color coding is wonderful, Con. So let's get on. We've had the birthdays and everything. And what's next, do you think? Your phone is ringing, Con.
I know. Hello.
Oh, don't. Oh, my gosh, we're in the middle of a show. I know. And I always should say, switch off all your mobiles, please. And this is what I always say in meetings: switch off your mobile, switch off your Alexa. There's one that catches people out all the time. And the other one is unplug your landline. Unplug your landline. That's what Con didn't do. And there he is talking to people. And you should be concentrating on the lovely people who are watching us.
I know, Carol.
What's next, Con? What's next?
Well, it's you, I think, announcing. Oh no, it's me announcing. One of my favourite songs. I love performing this on stage because very dramatic song, lots of feeling in it, and it's everybody hurts, and everybody does hurt. You know, especially in this COVID thing. There's lots of people hurting, but. As the old song used to say, keep your sunny side up, up, keep your sunny side up.
Con, it's everybody hurts, not keep your sunny side up.
I know.
Well, this was lovely, and I just happened to catch my daughter Victoria. Thank goodness I did, and she was in a good mood. Now that's something. You ladies can get into some terrible moods at times, can't you? That's not a sexist thing to say. It's for real.
Us
And
men can as well. You know.
sorry, say again.
Us men can as well.
Oh, I know, and don't I know it? But I'm always in a jolly mood, ladies and gentlemen. I wake up happy in the morning, and like every Irishman, I intend to be happy all day, and I don't let anybody interfere with the way I want to feel. And that is a good lesson in life. But let's go on with Everybody Hurts.
When the day is long when you think you've had too much of this life. Hold on. Don't let yourself go. Don't you go. 'Cause everybody cries. Don't you cry. And everybody hurts sometimes. Sometimes everything is wrong. Yeah, so wrong. Now it's time to sing along. When your days idle on. Hold on. Hold on. And you feel like letting go. Hold on. And if you think you've had too much of this life, just hold on. Hold on. 'Cause everybody hurts. Take comfort in your friends. Everybody hurts. Don't throw your hands. Oh, oh no. Don't throw your hands. If you feel like you're alone. Well, no, 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 you're not alone. If you're on your own in this life, when the days and nights are long, and if you think you've had too much of this life, just hold on. Hold on. 'Cause everybody hurts. And everybody cries. Everybody hurts sometimes. Sometimes everybody hurts. Sometimes, and everybody cries. Sometimes, and everybody hurts. Sometimes, and everybody cries. Sometimes, and everybody everybody hurts.
Do you know, I really enjoy putting those videos together.
Yeah.
And that was one of the best we have done. That is, I love that. Love that. That's
Very good.
Yeah, and let's see
got
let's
loads
see
of
what the
applause.
applause is
Wow.
like. Now, hold on a second. Just turn on to get a review. They love it, Con. They love it. Look at that. They're going mad. Even the people who haven't got their cameras on, they're going mad. That's terrific. And Marjorie's nearly going mad, but she's going mad now. And look at Melanie Horrocks. I don't know. Melanie. Okay, we can all stop now. We can all stop now. I was when I was watching that, I was thinking to myself, I remember when Victoria started singing first, she was quite timid, really, wasn't she? And I can always remember you saying to her one day, you say, you just got to let yourself go when you're singing.
Yeah.
And that thought came to me when I saw her performing there. That was really somebody letting themselves go, wasn't it? She's a great performer now. Good.
Oh yeah.
Very proud of her.
Very, very good.
She was doing a show last night. She agreed to do a show in a pub, which I don't like her doing, and for a friend's birthday. And it was well out of it. It was absolutely rammed because she's got quite a big following now, Victoria.
Yeah.
And she told me last night that when the show finished, and this is always the danger, Con, isn't it? If you're performing on the same level as the audience.
Yeah.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it because it happened last night with Victoria. Suddenly, a fight kicked off. Two girls.
Oh, wonderful.
And she was trying to protect her equipment. And what happened? The fight kept her mixing desk, everything all smashed.
Wow.
Isn't that terrible? That's terrible. Do you remember that time at the Golden Garter in Manchester? Do you ever remember when it reopened?
Oh yeah, yeah.
From being the Golden Garter, reopened as a bingo place, and they asked us to do the opening night. And it was one of the few places in the country had the stage that extended out. And it was a big deal in the night with the compere say, everybody stand back, and the huge stage just go out into the audience. Marvelous stuff. But when we arrived and we were rehearsing in the afternoon, there was a huge notice on the big button for making the stage go, do not under any circumstances touch this. Yeah?
Yeah.
And do you remember, we went on and Ken Newton was with us.
Yeah.
And we finished the show, usual thing, it was like an atom bomb had gone off. The place was going berserk. Everybody was up on their feet and we were enjoying the applause and everything. And suddenly we heard, and somebody had pressed the button and the stage started to come in. And all our musicians were on the stage. So as it was coming in and coming in and coming in, and of course, the main stage then was there, and that was going like that, and it just pushed everything off the stage, including Ken Newton's drums, the keyboards, all the musicians, stuff. Everything went off the stage. You remember that?
I know. Yeah, it was ridiculous, to say.
Have you got any other memories of places went wrong?
Oh.
I'll get you started. Camden Town, Jim Reeves.
Oh yeah, well yeah. It was funny because we had a night off.
You're not kicking off the camera, Con. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, hello.
There it is now. Now you're talking very quiet, actually, Con.
That's not what it is. I'll turn myself up a little bit. Yeah. We were having a night off, as we thought, and our manager, Philip Solomon, he had Jim Reeves over touring at the time. Jim Reeves had done a tour of Ireland, and he was a right sod, this fella, Jim Reeves. He hated doing the tours over here, and he used to go into a situation, into a theatre or into a concert hall, and he'd just try the piano, and if it was a little bit, tiniest bit out of tune, he'd say, that's it, I'm not performing tonight.
Con, I think in the man's defence, you've got to give the real story. Because
it's Philip, 2 performances a night.
That's right, yeah.
And he thought they were in the same place. They were about 20 or 30 miles apart.
Philip Sullivan actually rang me and said, Dick, what would be the chances of doing Dublin and Belfast in the one night? And I said, Philip, to do that, you would need a helicopter.
Yeah.
And when Jim Reeves came over, it was on the contract 2 performances a night, but it didn't say it was 2 performances in 2 different venues. So some of the venues were 100 miles, 150 miles apart. And of course, he was expecting a white Rolls Royce at the foot of the steps of the airplane when he arrived, because he was a massive star at the time, massive. And he didn't get it. He didn't get any of that.
Yeah.
So you continue on with the story with that in mind, because if I was in his position, I wouldn't have been too happy.
Yeah. Because he came down and he was doing those 2 American bases in London at the time, and he performed at one, and then he went over and did the other one, and then he was supposed to come along to the one where we were, because Philip Solomon said, do you mind doing a show tonight with Jim Reeves? I said, oh yeah, I'd love to meet Jim Reeves. And when we got there to set up our equipment, it had in big letters, The Bachelors, and in little writing underneath said, also Jim Reeves. I thought, no, there's something fishy here. So anyway, Louis Rogers who was Clodagh Rogers' father. He was driving Jim around, and they did the first American base, then they did the second American base, and then they come out and Jim Reeves says to Louis, said, right, take me back home now, back to the hotel. And Louis says, what about the other show? Oh, saw that. I'm only doing 2 shows. That's it. So meanwhile, we got news. We'd already been on stage. We did our half hour or 20 minutes or whatever it was we did. We had done our spot on the show, and the manager come in. And he said, "I've just got a message to say that Jim Reeves won't be coming tonight. Would you go on and do another show?"
Con, what you didn't say were all the what we call the Irish Mafia, all the Irish Mafia guys, the ballrooms in Coventry, Manchester, Birmingham, where he hadn't appeared, and they were livid. They all arrived, and they were all stocious drunk. They all had bottles in their back pockets, and they all had guns in their inside pockets. And it's a big glass dressing room, if you remember, in the middle of the ballroom, and that's where we were dressing. They were all in with us, and all they kept saying was, "We're going to kill him. When he comes, we're going to shoot him." And we were terrified. Go on, Con.
Yeah, but anyway, he said to us, would you go on and do another spot because Jim Reeves is not coming? Now, meanwhile, the place was jam-packed. There was about 4,000 people in there. There was no applause because you couldn't move your arms. Everybody was shoulder to shoulder. All you guys, hooray, hooray. So anyway, I said to him, look, if we go on again, this crowd will kill us, if they know Jim Reeves not coming. So I said to somebody, come on, let's get all our gear off the stage. So we managed to get it out the back door. And for some reason, there was a big mountain of hay outside. We hid all the guitars and everything in the hay. And as I was coming back in again, meanwhile, the manager went on stage and said, ladies and gentlemen, due to an accident, Mr. Reeves will not be appearing tonight. And the murmur started.
Con, can I put in? I'll have to put in because I've got a better memory than you. The manager has said, will somebody go up and announce that he's not going to appear? And everybody said, no, you've got to do it. You're the manager. And I said to him, I said, what you do is this. You just say he's not going to appear. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem, because everybody in Ireland respects the Irish national anthem. They all stand to attention like that. And most of the men salute. And it's proper. So what happened was, he got up on the stage and said, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. Mr. Jim Reeves will not be appearing tonight. The Irish national anthem. So everybody stood up like this. And when it finished, when the top and the finish, the gun is great, shall leave Conning are on the bin. And the place just went, exploded. The whole place exploded. And they'd hired in the Steinway 002 piano, which is the one that people like Elton John use at the Albert Hall. They'd got that on the stage. And they got a brand new drum kit there as well for the drummer. And as soon as it kicked off, the crowd got on stage and they pushed the grand piano off the stage. They threw the drums around. There was a girl electrocuted, killed. And the police, there was stairs down into the place. It's underground. And the police, I saw them, and the police all came, about 20 of them came running down the stairs, and they took one look like that, and they all turned and ran away. The police all ran away. Yeah, go on, Con. I'm great at interfering. Go on.
I know, yeah. So anyway, the back of the bar was in the middle of the room, and there's chairs, everything, mirrors smashed, candelabras, everything was smashed in the place. So much damage, it was ridiculous. And the dressing room we were in, it wasn't even a dressing room, was big glass panels, and we were expecting any second for the glass to come flying through with chairs and everything being thrown at it. But anyway, I don't know how it stopped, but I think they must have brought in the riot police or something.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
But anyway, that was Jim Reeves.
So listen, we're getting to the end of the show. We're nearly up to half three. And what's next, Con? Go on.
Well, we've got...
Because it says here, it doesn't say who's introducing it. You go on. You start and I'll interfere with you. Go on.
The biggest production we've done so far. This is absolutely fantastic. And
it took 4 weeks to do, actually. 4 weeks.
It did to and froing with... because Deck does the orchestration. He sends it up to me. I sing it, send that down to him. He mixes it in and then sends it back up to me. I have to then video my part, send it back down to him. He has to video his part, and then he has to put it all together. So it takes a little bit of work and a bit of effort, but it's well worth it because I think this is a fantastic job he's done. And it's Ave Maria. Ove, Ove Dominus, Dominus tecum, benedictat in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesu. Ave peccatoribus, ora pro nobis, ora pro nobis, peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis, in hora mortis nostre, in hora mortis nostre, in hora mortis nostre. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus,
Wait for the credits. Wait for the credits. Look at that. That was Schubert's Ave Maria. I tell you what. Let's see. Now. Let's see.
Wow.
Let's see. Ah, yes! The 4 weeks of hard work was worth it. Look at that. I think, where's Linda Wood gone? Linda Wood has disappeared. She didn't like it at all. That was fantastic. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And that was 4 weeks of hard work. And I can tell you that's the biggest production we've ever done.
Yeah.
I think it was worth. John, what do you think? John Leyland, what do you think?
Well, actually, you already know that. I think it was excellent.
Yeah.
I just like to hear you saying it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm always reminded when you cover numbers like that, just like Everybody Hurts is that fantastic line that Dick Rowe wrote back in the 60s. It was an interview he did with Musical Express, I think, when he said that the Bachelors are perfect for television. That the sheer emotion they exude just makes everybody fall in love with them. So, and you were brilliant for television, as well as live stage, of course. But, you know, you've still got that charisma for television. I think that's the best compliment I can pay you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. I'll sleep well tonight, John. I'll sleep well tonight. Now that you've said that.
Well, it's very sincere. I mean, it's sincere.
I know.
I'm not pandering to anybody's ego here. I'm saying what I think. So.
Now we always joke and laugh, but I really appreciate what you say. I appreciate what everybody says, actually, because we do work hard at our craft. I must say, I think we're the hardest working people in the world in show business for our craft. But there we go. So the bad news is, or the good news is, that some joker has said, now that you've done Schubert's Ave Maria, there's another Ave Maria, which is written by Bach and Gounod. Well, Gounod wrote it and Bach messed about with it. I think that's the real history. So I've asked Con last night, do you fancy it? And he said, yeah, why not? So I've had a look around at all the different versions of it on the net, as you do, Streisand and all those people. And all the pop stars have tried it, and I've found a nice way of doing it, and it's very Westlife, I must say. So we're going to start work on that tomorrow. So stand by for fireworks next month. I keep saying week, it's not month. But that was lovely, Con. So dear Sue is gone, unfortunately. We miss her on the screen.
Yeah.
And I do hope that everybody has a good month ahead. Please go onto YouTube when you see a YouTube thing. The replay will be tomorrow. Please go onto YouTube and please subscribe, because that does help. We want to get up to 4,000 subscriptions on YouTube, and then we'll have it becomes much bigger and much more important on YouTube. You probably know that already. But Con, would you like to say goodbye to the ladies and gentlemen and the boys and girls?
It's goodbye, everybody, from me up in Elland, where the weather is bloody awful.
The sun is shining in Eastbourne and it's shining in Blackpool.
Look at the trees are bending over backwards with the wind and the rain and the hail and everything else that's been going on. So,
and give a special goodbye to Melanie Horrocks, because we haven't seen you before, Melanie. It's lovely to see you. Yeah. And if you come next month, we'll let you. Oh, well, I tell you what, there's somebody just arrived. Roger has just arrived. Roger, we're just about finishing off. Roger's a dear friend from Las Vegas, and I go to meetings with him every Friday. And it's lovely to see you, Roger. Lovely to see you. We can't see you, but it's lovely to meet you. And so for next week, shall we say goodbye, Con?
Yes. Well, it's goodbye from me in Elland.
And it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from me here in Eastbourne. Goodbye to everybody. See you next month. And you can now unmute yourselves and have a chat as long as you like. Here we go. Bye.
Bye.